I do remember this game. I only played it 2 times, and it was very, very long ago. Half-Life Black Mesa. So, Half-Life Black Mesa is actually a remake mod. Basically, it's full remade by fans of the original game, and the original game was placed into a modern engine. Stuff that is before Zen levels, it's vanilla stuff. All the enemies are there, original enemies are there. Areas that you had encountered in the regular levels are there, definitely, from the pits, from the missile stuff, from the energy things, from the satellite launches, enemy AI. It's definitely all of those things that were in vanilla are there in Black Mesa as well, until you reach the Zen levels. Then you have a lot of interesting things to do. So let's go for the good and bad things. The good thing is, as I said, is that there are a lot of stuff that you have already encountered 20 years ago in the Half-Life 1. Half-Life 1 I played only 2 times, believe it or not, in these 20 years. So it was a good experience for me to get it again and get it working, which is another positive. Getting it working, it's very easy. Your PC can be old. I tested it from my 2016 PC, it was working fine. The game came out in 2019, 2020, with the whole Zen levels to 2021. So basically the optimization is very good. So if your PC can run, hardware can run the Half-Life 2 Orange Box on the maximum, it can run I think it can run the Black Mesa at very minimum at least. So it can at least try. Worst case scenario, so you're looking for a PC from 2010. But that might struggle a bit. Quad core, it's recommended, you know, for the new engine and stuff. So yeah, other than best technical specifications, the other thing that this was preserved is the original levels, which are a bit more improved. And the AI of the soldiers that are gonna flank you, flush you out, get around you, kill you, in various kind of approaches are definitely there. The AI from the enemies of the alien races is a bit more dumber, because a lot of them are just, like headcrabs are just mutant stuff. The other things are more animalistic based, and the enemy stuff that can actually catch you down are the Nihilites that are controlling the Vortigons, and of course the ground soldiers that are just big meat bags that are shooting and having a very heavy melee attack. Of course, at the end and the start and throughout the levels there is a G-Man. Of course as well, there is a G-Man. So what you're gonna encounter as a positive in this game? You're gonna encounter a lot of interesting things, from liberating Vortigons from the Nihilite as in vanilla, killing a boss monster named Gornak, and this time around I have to admit that the Gornak, if I'm pronouncing this right, Gornak, what's Gornak? The enemy that is the mother of the headcrabs is basically this time around a way better encounter than vanilla. So it's a way positive progression forward. Also, the last boss, Nihilite, the mastermind of the invasion of Earth, is definitely way better done than the vanilla as well, because in vanilla you could be teleported, then you had to go do a puzzle level in order to get to the boss again. This time around you just destroy his shields, get to these weak points, get the crystals that are shielding him, and standard procedure. In the meantime, he's gonna throw everything he has at you. Lightning, meteor strikes, he's gonna teleport stuff from Earth and throw it back at you, and of course in those remnants you can actually find the backup that you can get from your team from Earth and try to kill the enemy monster once and for all. And additional stuff that I cannot remember, correct me if I'm wrong, but the way that the escape from Gargantua was done was very good. A running stuff that was very, very good. So yeah, basically I'm struggling to find, there are just some small things that are mixed or bad in this game, but it's not many of them. So yeah, a lot of positive stuff as well. Basically the trick is, I'm still on positives, the weapons from the original vanilla game are still in there, they are pretty damn effective, but mixed stuff, I can now transition to mixed stuff. Some of the sound effects of some weapons are not having the oomph or the hits that you want once you are firing them. For example, shotgun, of course, you know Americans like more bass in it, and you had the boom effect in it. I didn't just click. Mixed or negative stuff. Now the trick is very simple. Let me just place both of them at once. So, mixed stuff. Regarding level design, the Zen is very good, but some of the areas are just sometimes too repetitive. Like how many pawns they have to go with, how many piranhas, giant piranhas they have to kill. I mean, how many times I have to do the puzzles, and how many times I have to do with the puzzles in the vertical levels. I mean, they are there to make, you know, the effects from the whole stuff that you can see around you and how the verticals live, what they do, and flesh out the lore. But the trick is very simple. They are a bit killing the action a bit, so they are slowing it down. So that's a mixed kind of critique for me. Some people like this kind of stuff to flesh out the levels, to see the lore, or some other people are don't liking it because it kills the pacing. The only negative thing I can find on the net, and I haven't experienced this myself because the PC run at GTX 1050 as well as 3060 without any problems at 2K and even at 1080p on my old PC. So no problem at all back then. So the negative thing that I can only find is that some people are having issues with crashes. So they are playing the game, some of the drivers are having issues, conflicting in information. Maybe that was the ARC GPUs, but there is this small minuscule thing that is the compatibility system sometimes that goes haywire. Other than that, I think the guys managed to do a pretty good, damn good work. This was definitely a labor of love, and right now, as I'm talking to you to this, I can't wait for Blue Shift to be remade. So yeah, general recommendation is you have to get this game, especially if it's on discount. For example, guys, I'm from Balkans, we are poor as fuck. The best thing we can hope for is to get some things for free, or get some things very cheaply for like 10 euros a month maybe, or even 10 euros every 2 months, which is a challenge to get the games, you know. But this time around I can definitely recommend, if you are in a financial situation that is very bad, wait for a deep discount in this game, then get it. Of course, on Balkans we also do a lot of the, you know, Jack Sparrow stuff. Anyway, we are handling it very well. So I cannot recommend enough this game. The game is very labor of love, and it is a thing that I was the most positive in the last couple of years that I haven't seen in recent times, basically. Well, if my dad was still alive, he would like to play this very much, because he was a gamer as well, and he liked the exploration that this game offered. So let's proceed to the outro. I was thinking to make the next game as mostly Warhammer 3, but unfortunately they decided to add a DLC, so that's gonna be postponed, and I'm gonna take you down to the memory lane where I started to be a PC gamer, where I switched from consoles back to PC. Well, I'm saying back to PC because I was playing PC before that with the Commodore 64. That was ancient times. So basically, that was in the 90s. Yes, I was in the 90s. Most people had Amigas, had PlayStations, they had Segas, and I had the Commodore 64. Because, you know, Yugoslavia and all the shit that happened back then. So, yeah. This got me through, and the game called Mech Commander 2 is basically what got me into the PC gaming world. So next video is going to be about that game, and also it doesn't require much of the RAM and everything else comparing to the prices of the PCs right now. It's going to be fitting right in. So let me tell you to stay safe, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye bye.
Wisely done, Mr. Freeman. I will see you up ahead.